Hi guys, it's Sonelias and welcome back to Starfield. Let's load in the last save game and take it from there. Alright, we are currently level 44. Unless I'm mistaken, I still got 3 points I can allocate across the various different types. So, actually 4, wow. I am a bit behind, so I'm actually going to advance this one rank, which basically gives me more damage when I'm actually using ballistic weapons with bullets. Tech. Additional capacity for my shields, which is great, but in reality I want to basically get something that's over here, a neutronic fusion. I need to allocate 7 more points across the breadth here. Okay, this would be quite useful. I got more information about ships, is what it says. I need to scan 5 planets or moons. Okay, well, that's easy. I do that on a regular basis anyways. Increase graph jump range of jump drives by 15%. That's quite a lot. I need 2 more before I can actually advance into this. So I don't have that many points at my disposal beyond what I got at the moment. In terms of socials, I've already advanced these 2 to the max. Theft, I haven't really advanced much because I just don't do pickpocketing that often. Diplomacy. As you can see, I used diplomacy 0 times since I got the skill. Leadership, I can advance on the other hand, which will be interesting. Companions have 15 more health and 15 kilograms more carrying capacity. That's quite useful. I'm going to let that be with 1 point, so I can always allocate that 1 point later on. What we're going to do is we basically, did we finish Unity last time? Yes. Return to the lodge, or we can actually go to the moon, wasn't it? So let's return to the lodge first. Okay, that's of course up here, Alpha Centauri. We should be able to go directly to the lodge again. That was disabled for a while, you might remember, after the events with the Terramorph. Now we do have that Terramorph advancement quest.
It's good to be here.
Final glimpse has been updated.
Now that we're here, perhaps we could spend a bit of time relaxing rather than planning.
Hey, I've been talking with the others, you know. Thank you. I'll have everything set up in...
All right, thank you. In the meantime, I can speak to Vladimir.
Told us about.
You found it, didn't you?
Yep.
What?
Our colleague is alive in some alt.
Let's take a step back. This is... Could you explain the part about...
Yes, I wouldn't...
And that's why the Starborn want the artifact so desperately.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want to think about the physiological changes you'd need to... Plus what it would do to the mind?
You have the opportunity to reach the closest thing to your.
One doesn't approach the afterlife without...
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
I know this has been a lot for everyone to take in, but we finally have answers.
Not to make a sharp turn in a grand tale, but I got the eye fixed up. Let me know when you're ready to follow.
Okay, cool. I want to have Andrea back in my team. Can I? Where is she? Is she upstairs? Not in the bedroom here. Not over here. Not there. Not there. Not in this lab. Where is she? Okay. So it seems like she's not here, interestingly enough. All right, let's speak to Vlad.
This last glimpse. Aye. Catch a smile out there.
21 light years to reach your destination. The grav jump range is influenced by the ship's grav drive, the ship's mass, and your astrodynamics skill. You see, that's the thing, isn't it? I've still got a point left to play around with. So is that here, wasn't it? Was it social? No. Science, astrodynamics. Nice. Attain a ship. Ha! And because I got the skill, my ship is actually able to travel further than originally. Which of course is great. I will go back to the New Atlantis Explored District. That should bring me back at the starships themselves. I'm just going to see.
Hey, what can I do for you?
Oh, there's a ship taking off there. Ah, interesting.
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple. Looks to me like you.
All right, let's see.
How about it?
My current grav drive is located down here. That's my reactor. So that's my grav drive. Current range, max power is 11, but the jump, it says 31. So let's have a quick look at jump drives that they... actually, let's not leave that selected, but let's go back to here. Jump drive, grav drive, 31 was the one that it said there, isn't it? This one's 38. So this one is the SGD. SGD. Where's the SGD? Huh, it's not even available here, interestingly enough. Anyways, 38, of course, is higher than what I've got like currently. So if I replace this grav drive, which actually is rank 1, with that, the max power is the same, just the thrust is higher. 27. Nice. Now this reactor is basically generating 34. Have we got reactors that generate more than that in the meantime? 34. That's exactly what I got at the moment. 34. 31. No, I don't see any reactors yet that basically do anything better than what we had already. So I can have a quick look at whether there's any shields available that do any better. I very much doubt it. I think our current shield is 41. All right, so that is a... actually, that might be slightly better. Ah, it actually is the 16 already. 1600. I thought it was 1400. So the one that we've got currently is the one that does 1400, which is similar to this. 1600 is just less. Okay, I don't see anything better in the list here. Oh, 1500 actually. Interesting, that's 1507% regen. And it requires... Okay, that's 31. 1450 and 6%. $1,605%. It's weird that one with a higher sequence number is actually generating less. So the 1450 and 6%, or even 1507%. Is that better? Yeah, of course it regenerates the shields faster. I don't think it'll make much of a difference. Thus far, we actually haven't reached the 0 with regards to the actual use as of yet, so that's great. I've just done things such that I can actually travel further. Cool. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to Luna, or the Earth's moon to be precise. Sorry, we're going to have to go there. I don't want to go there yet. Let's first go here. Hold on, is that Earth? No, Mars. And there, of course, we got the moon. We're going to jump straight there. Okay. It jumped in the system, but it actually didn't go to the location to land there straight away. Just because we had never been there yet.
Touching down.
I actually do believe I can actually get a bit more money.
Captain, do you require my assistance?
No, I'm good, thank you. Actually, let's go back on the ship because I want to change my companions. I want to have Andrea with me instead of Sarah. Question is, where is she hiding out? She's not here. Okay, that's fine. Not here either. I kind of suspect they're all up top, but... why is there so many doors that have to be opened? Ah, well. There is Barrett. No, I'm good. Where did you leave Andrea? Could she be around here? Well, it could be anywhere, pretty much. Nope, she's not here. Yes, yes, yes. Ooh, I can still look out of the window. Andrea, hello, darling.
Yes? Finally, I've been waiting.
Good luck, Andreja. If the concept of luck.
Luck will not be.
Thank you. Andreja. Okay, well, it's interesting. At least you know the exact pronunciation of her name. I thought it was Andrea, but Andreja works for me. At least that's the beauty of what we just done, huh?
Captain, it is.
That one spot actually allows me to quickly get out of the ship. Hold on. Alright, there. Ah, here. Let's go up here. Mm-hmm. There's still 2 resources to be found. That's one. Investigate the research station. Hold on. Oops. Leather streetwear. Interesting. There must be something very atypical here.
Impressive that such an old structure would be in this shape after over 100 years.
Yes, indeed. It actually requires the moon base key, and actually I think we got that from the Starborn earlier. Med pack, over 100 years old. A wine. Ooh, baseball cap. Money from 100 years ago.
Voltaire really is something else. A supercomputer so powerful they put it on the damn moon to keep it cool. Although by that logic they should be running it purely in the vacuum of space. But hey, good marketing material. Been spending some off hours running some dumb simulations just because I can. My favorite so far is simulating the sound of every duck on Earth quacking after receiving a piece of bread. You didn't know you wanted a real-time sim of feeding all the ducks, but now you have it. You're welcome, humanity.
When I accepted the assignment up here, we were told to bring a couple of personal items. Some psychological studies said it
Okay.
helps when you're away from Earth this long. I brought my grandmother's old abacus. I would play with it on her lap, and she'd teach me the Russian for old numbers. She, just got word that she passed. The next shuttle isn't for 3 months, so I won't be able to go to the funeral.
Understandable.
Goodbye, Babushka.
Babushka.
Thank you for teaching me math. It brought me to the moon.
Cool. That will work together with this one. Nice. Ooh. All right, cobalt. Some semi-metal wafer.
I hope you can succeed at that before we are discovered.
Okay. Before we're discovered. So there's an AI on the base here somewhere.
It would seem that the occupants left in a hurry. Hopefully for no reason we need to be concerned about.
Of course we need to be concerned. It's a rogue AI.
Okay, confession time. Being single on a moon base is the worst. I only get like an hour to use the communication link to Earth every couple of days. And let me tell you, there's long distance dating, and then there's like long distance dating, you know?
Yep.
I'm a scientist, deadly employed, willing to take you out for coffee in like 6 months when I'm back from space. It's not a great opening line.
Yep.
You seriously can't get a date? You're an astronaut.
Hey, no one asked you. You ever get jealous? You know, the crew in the shipyard? Building the actual vessels that are gonna travel the stars?
We're literally on a base on the moon.
Oh, come on, Sabina. I'm trying to share my dreams here.
Well, your dreams are always out there and never here where the rest of us live. Can't you just be happy doing your job?
Where's the fun in that?
I wish I could take that space shuttle. That'd be fun.
Nova Galactic Project Log, Principal Engineer Lang Shu. I admit, this is not the most disciplined team I've ever run. Malcolm keeps stealing computational time on Voltaire and thinks I don't know this. And Sabina's been distracted lately, but won't tell anyone why. I really should demand answers from both of them. But honestly, I'm too preoccupied with this contract. We all are. Despite anything going on in our personal lives, there's something special about what we're building here.
Well, that one was smashed. some reason or another. Does it give me markers for where the other bits are? There, yes.
Nova Galactic Project Log, Principal Engineer Lang Shu. Voltaire is being reconfigured for this new initiative. The math we're being asked to crunch is ambitious. We might as well be asking it to count every grain of sand in every desert on Earth. Who came up with these original equations? Our partner isn't being very open about it.
Nope.
Every question I have goes through some discretionary channel.
Time almost complete.
I'm surprised we even know
Time
we're working
5
on a
minutes
ship.
22 seconds. Right on schedule.
Okay.
How are the helium-3 valves holding, Nova?
We double-checked the leakage concerns this morning before the launch. All signs green.
Any changes to the calculation sequence from Voltaire?
No changes since we uploaded the last leakage system. It's a clean shot from here to Jupiter.
One day the computer will be on board the spaceship. Just imagine that.
One miracle of science and a time control. Counting
The
down.
earliest sites were likely coordinated from
3,
here.
2, 1.
Strange to be standing on such a unique bit of history.
Okay.
Canaveral. Are you reading?
All clear, Nova. Indicators look good. The ship should be cruising Jupiter's orbit right now. Visual confirmation will be possible in 32 minutes. Afraid the speed of light is on the slow side these days.
How does it feel to break the laws of physics, Canaveral?
We're all pretty excited down here in NASA, I won't lie.
Excited enough to tell me where you got the original data?
Not in a million years, Nova.
Interesting. Go to NASA. I guess that would be on Earth. Yes, indeed. So there's a couple of different locations on Earth that we still have to go to. So I've been to London, as you can see. I've been to Cairo. I haven't been to Hong Kong as of yet. Let's go to Hong Kong. Wow. Okay. I very much doubt I'll be able to find anything useful here. It's more the landmark itself that we're finding here. Yep, that's it. Explored. Yes, done. Let's go to NASA then. Wow. Ah, as expected, the Starborn want to basically stop me.
To think that towers like this were once absolutely essential to ensuring our survival. And now here they are, buried and forgotten.
Alright, let's see how we can make our way up there. I know the Starborn are here to try to stop me. Sprint with your followers.
Elevator will allow us to access what lies beneath all this.
Power required. Explorer suit. Well, that looks really, really old, doesn't it? But it's really, really valuable because of that as well. Okay.
We can never know whether lives were lost because this ship never launched, but it was for a reason.
1 second, guys. Okay, I was expecting a phone call shortly. And I guess someone was trying to basically call me, but it's too early. The call isn't meant to be for another hour plus or so. So, I need to get up there somehow.
Quite cold here. Too bad one cannot layer spacesuits like sweaters.
Hello. What are you doing up there? Alright. Can we open the door here? Yes. Wow, okay. Ah, there are stairs leading up as well. Interesting. Okie dokie. Small steps up to ultimately get further down, but at a different point. Distilled water.
This work would not have been done if the ship had not meant to launch. A shame.
NASA notebook. Ooh. Okay. Another door.
It seems the only thing lacking is power. With it, this elevator should still function.
Yeah, and of course I need to find a spot to put power in there. Nuclear fuel rod. Old packs, okay. Enter NASA. Power required. But where should the power go? In here, maybe? Quite possibly. Okay. Come on, let me press the button. All right.
Whoever once used this room probably never could have imagined all that has happened since it was built.
Nope. Oliver Twist. You can pick up the phone. Look at that. There's actually a research computer here.
Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. The recent delivery from Mars is unsettling. I was expecting rock samples or maybe fossils of microbial life. Instead, Dr. Victor Isa comes with 2 members of the military. Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I've been trying to cozy up to Dr. Isa, Victor, to see what is going on. His team has completely commandeered one of the labs with those 2 military handrails. Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I have never I've been Sonelias since I defended my dissertation. 4 hours talking to Victor and his team about theoretical metals, atomic bonding, even a half-hour divergence into magnetism that I'm pretty sure was to throw me off the trail of what we were actually talking about. Then I got to see the lab. I don't know how much I should say, but the periodic table just got thrown out the window.
I was hoping to be able to get somewhere here. Doesn't seem to be possible. Ooh. This is underground somehow? Oh, I guess maybe there's just debris that accumulated here over time. Interesting.
NASA was very proud of all that it accomplished. I suppose they had a right to be.
Pamphlet. Oh, why don't I collect more of the pamphlets? Are they worth anything? No. Well, they're worth something, but the benefit of these pamphlets is they don't weigh anything. I know that the Starborn landed nearby. What led to the destruction here? What's the cause of it all? NASA apartment with Nova Galactic. Lovely. Alright, 1 second. Apologies about that. In actual fact, I could probably have done this with all of these items here. Gemini project, which I guess we knew already. There's nothing new. Apollo. And here we got the moon landing again. The Mercury spacesuit. So this is old stuff that we got down here. And it's really the stuff that's up there that seems to be the newer stuff. The stuff that's beyond our known history. Particularly this one here. Okay. International Space Station. Etc, etc. What is up there? There are stairs leading up. Let's have a quick look-see up here. Anything else worth our time and effort? Closed for remodeling. Ah, a med pack. Yes. Those are always welcome. Ouch. Yes. I will be able to walk that off.
I just don't understand where these calculations came from.
There's something wrong with the math? I think it's quite straightforward.
That's not what I'm asking. We've had no success extracting even a sample of material from the object.
Okay.
No explanation for the gravitational effects. No motion graph to explain its harmonic frequencies. I can't even establish a melting point.
Judith.
But you've had me building these prototype colliders for months. And now you want me to pump helium-3 into it based on this equation you've written on a goddamn napkin?
Wow.
I need you to trust me.
Looks like early testing for planetary habitats.
We keep slamming our heads against the brick
The
wall,
looks on
getting
their
us,
faces if we could show
and you
them
keep coming up
all
with
that we
something
have
new
learned.
to try. Like, you know what's going to happen. Where are you getting your information, Victor?
Ah, he's a Starborn.
Sorry, Judith. Look, not here, okay? Somewhere off base. I'll tell you everything. But I'm not lying, okay? We're going to discover something important here. I promise.
Okie dokie. Anything else of interest in here?
Quite a range of disciplines, but time has not been kind to it.
Nope. It's a research lab, okay. Can't get through anything down there, so I have to go up here, it looks like. Let's have a quick look-see in here. Then if I combine that with this one, no, not that one. Okay. See, this leaves 3 points. Okay, if I look at this one and compare it to this one, there are similarities in there, which I don't think we can account for this way. So hold on, let's go back to, where was it? This one? Yes, now it works. Okay. That will work. And then of course we got this one, which is this section here. Sweet. No ammunition or anything of that sort in here, unfortunately. I need power. Where do I put the power? Wow. That's a good weight to value ratio. Okay. This is a true maze, isn't it? Remember, originally we started off high above ground, and then all of a sudden we end up down here, which seems to very, very clearly be below ground, based upon all the rubble. But then again, how high did the rubble actually accumulate? How do I get in there? I can't get through here, that's okay. Can I get in there? Yes. Ah, if I open this up, yes. Okay. Novice mistake. Or so it would seem. Alright, got that one.
How quickly can you get that done?
Normally quite quickly, but there are some mistakes I make occasionally. Another battery cell. Interesting, you can find digipics down here as well. Crikey. Fiber, digipic. Crikey, crikey, crikey. Distilled water.
Meet your death.
Okay, wow, level 56 robot.
And once again,
Wow.
we are triumphant.
He did actually put a lot of damage, or caused me to suffer a lot of damage.
I heard something. Do you think Vasco would see his likeness in this model?
Possibly. Ooh, a disassembled old Earth pistol. Let's have a look around here. See what else we come across. Okie dokie. Not too difficult. Digipick. Power switch. What does that power switch do for me? I guess it gives me the lights in the other room, but that's about it. Oh, this was open. Okay, where was the other one? Doesn't really matter, does it? No. Okay. Other interesting things. Lots of notebooks. Water, soil box.
The scope of this facility is massive. I wonder how many knew how big it really was.
It is indeed huge. Research computer.
Project log. Dr. Victor Isa. We turned on the prototype today. The gravitational field around it began to fold as we long suspected. Complete reversal of gravitational pull was observed on dozens of loose objects around the lab. I'm setting up a meeting with the directors to propose a larger test.
The project log. Dr. Judith Cassian. I watched the gravjet
Okay.
from the moon today. It was the first time we were able to talk to the team at Nova Galactic directly. So many things were under wraps before, but now everyone wants all the publicity they can get. I'm already seeing proposals for manufacturing androids of drives, expeditions to Alpha Centauri and beyond.
Must be nearing the artifact.
It's also overwhelming.
We should not give up now.
Worrying. It could take years, decades, before we know what all these side effects of operating a grav drive can be. But no one wants to hear that right now. Like a bunch of pioneers racing towards the edges of the frontier without knowing about the grizzly bears in the mountains.
Okay, let's deal with this one bit by one bit. I lost a few, unfortunately, it looks like, which I guess was unavoidable.
We cannot just break it open.
That's really old school stuff. let's have a look. Voila. Shotgun shells. Ancient videotape. Ooh, map pack. Modified old earth shotgun. Wow, interesting. I'll come back into there in just a moment. Let's go in there from here. Okay. Wow. All right, bear with me. I need a bio break. All right, sorry about that. All right, what do we got? Other items in here, fibers. I'm carrying too much stuff is what it said, isn't it? But Andrea, she's around here as well, somewhere. Okay. Okay, that should work there. 10 XP, always welcome. I'm not running, I'm floating. Okay. NASA lab uniform. NASA maintenance key. A release artifact. Hello. Let's trade some gear. Yes. I have got too many spacesuits on me. Right, let's have a look. Prototype drive.
I never actually got to visit your labs back when we were working on the grav drive projects.
Oops.
Seems like ancient history now. Only thing we're doing these days is launching weather satellites.
Guess this is as good a retirement as any.
Okay.
Now, Project Demeter. You want our...
No, what I'm seeing, Victor. The data coming back from the satellites is very clear. It's the grav drives.
All those jumps from the moon. At this rate, Earth's atmosphere is going to start sputtering out into space.
Can the drives be fixed?
I'm working on some designs that should discreetly solve the
Okay.
problem. Under the guise of an emergency update to the
You
future.
knew we were going to kill off our planet.
Talking about the end of Earth.
Stop it, both of you. The matter is building enough spaceships to get everyone off the planet.
The last thing we need is people losing faith in grav drive technology. That might be... My name is Dr. Victor Isa. And if you're listening to this, then you probably already know the truth. I was young when I first headed the retrieval team of an odd
Test of the
gravity
moon, Earth.
on Mars. But I kept what really happened that day hidden from everyone except one other person.
To pay.
Even she didn't believe me at first. But I have no reason to lie to anyone now, so I hope you'll accept this confession.
Artifacts, grav drives.
When I touched the anomaly, I experienced 12 days of lost time. I met myself. He told me everything that is
drive equations, the tests on the moon, Earth's atmosphere sputtering away because of what we had done. But he also told me about a city thriving on a planet orbiting a distant star. Human culture, art, music, lifestyles evolving and shining brightly across all of space. What price would I be willing to pay for the future? Maybe you don't believe me. Maybe Judith was right and I'm just a coward who wants to believe his mistakes were justified. But everyone has forgotten about the real origins of the ground drive. This artifact from Mars. I hope you make better use of it than I did.
You arrived on the surface of Earth. We need to discuss what you found. And it looks like other Starborn got here before us. So, you might have company.
I know we will. I did see them land originally, didn't I? As a Starborn researcher, interesting. Okay. Let's get back to the surface. So, did it say researcher for the first one, or was it searcher? Because this one most definitely said searcher. Sorry, Andrea. You just popped into there all of a sudden. Okay, how do we get out of there? Okay, hold on. I know there's one more of them here somewhere. Power required, yes, but where do I put the power cell? Oh, there. This is all jury-rigged, it looks like, isn't it? All these cables running separately here. Instead of running through the wall or being covert, it is all basically jury-rigged. Wow. So many old guns and weapons and so forth. Oh, we've been there. Let's see if we can get outside somehow. I might not have had to do that. I was able to bypass as well, wasn't I? Ah, okay, that would have not gotten me here. Interesting. Unless I basically had the lockpicking skill. So there's always workarounds, as you can see, that can be leveraged as well. Or maybe I would have gotten there after all. Different approaches, different routes. Why did he not even see me? Interesting. Probably because I took an alternative route. Which is the route to get outside? It's a bit of a puzzle, isn't it? The lift. We're back at the lift. Yes. Ooh. Talk to the emissary. Well, where is the emissary? Probably there. Look at that, how many ships there are here. It's crazy.
Do you understand now why I asked you to come here?
Aha.
The artifacts. An easy trade, honestly. Why have one world when you can have...
Mm-hmm.
Every grav drive in the settled systems was built on technology that these
Okay.
early drives shook the gravity field surrounding Earth. Eventually, that is why Earth is uninhabitable. The artifact gave the scientists a greater understanding of time. The settled systems wouldn't exist without the artifact, in other words. We owe what happened here in NASA a great debt.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you see? How many would have chosen Earth? You see the hypocrisy in what the emissary is saying, right? They don't want to rob people of their free will, but then they... In the wrong hands, the power of the artifact.
Okay.
Don't be a fool. The emissary... For once, he is right.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
Well, look at that. You've made your choice. When you're ready, the hunter and I... Meaning, we'll kill you.
Ooh. Can I take control of the ship? The hunter and the emissary. It still says inaccessible. Maybe I need to be a starborn myself before I can do that. Okay, interesting. So we done our thing. Okay, did I just collect more data? Looks like. Am I currently jumping? Yes, I was. I keep on making the same blooming mistake time and time again. Okay. On my way. Okay, cool. Let's just travel to Mars. We of course got our new jump drive, which we could utilize already as well.
This is UC Security. Prepare to be scanned for contraband.
Thank you. Good luck with your scan, because I got jammers for that as well. Let's travel to Phobos. I ought to be able to scan Phobos.
Pick up the hail. Now. Hey, you the courier. Smuggler says he passed you the pack. Thing is... Just the answer. Look alive.
Oh, that just took out their shields.
Come on, we can take him out. Not too difficult.
Nice work.
Lovely. Dealing with them one by one. Cool. One more. Alright, that was my next scan that I needed to perform, wasn't it? So that's this one. You can detect uncommon and rare inorganic resources and zones and more specific information about ships in space. Again, new data is available. Freestar, UC, Callbank. Look at the number of ships we got in space here. And we can see all of these now because our scanning has been improved, isn't it? Nice. Okay, so what have we got in terms of quests here? Wait for the service, go to Freya number 3 and Sirius number 3B. Actually, let's get out of my seat for a second.
What's the word, vessel? You ever just forget to sleep when you're on a long haul? Never realize. Okay, hello.
Okay, sorry, that wasn't my intention. That's what I wanted to do. I've got a new piece. I wanted to basically put that into the actual structure that we basically created. I've got no new artifacts to add, really? Okay. Alright, what we're going to do, there should be 2 systems now on the map that I basically got a mark on there. Sirius and... there's the other one. Freya. We'll head to Sirius now. And to be precise, Sirius 3B. We'll jump there. And then once we jump there, we'll basically call it a day. Shouldn't take too long. Sweet.
Jump complete. Want to do it again just for fun? No?
All right, what do we got here? We got something in space, a shipping crate. $1,300. Freya. We're gonna land at that place there.
Landing struts primed. Retros firing.
Okay. Nice. All right, we're gonna call it a day here. So guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We'll see you next one. In the meantime, take care. Bye-bye.